grind is 24/7. I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which card to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah, when yeah, I wanna get better. Try. I know that it's my time. I'm on a new level. No regret.
If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. He'll be brought down after a short kickoff. He's at the 29.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of game.
Back to throw. Forced out wide. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Third down and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. One is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
19-18.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. Go.
Out of the gun, Ward. That one taken in by London.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Flush to his right. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, LA.
22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 6, 19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Let go.
From the gun, here's Ward. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
'79 Broncos. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Back to throw is Ward. And he'll take it on in. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This taken just shy of the goal line. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Throwing now from the gun. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Donovan Ezeraku. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
3rd and less than a yard.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. Now they'll set up to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they will finally run him down. Big play for KC. 38 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack. So don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings
Out of
up
the gun.
2nd and
He'll
3.
throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Chiefs. That touchdown number 19 on the year. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Panther 60.
Now, first down throw for Ward. Left side in the hands of London. And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Set.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Charger first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Ready? 19 Lot. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 79 Broncos. Cougar 19.
Now it's Taylor. And the defense there to meet him. Hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
On the stop. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Go.
To throw is Ward. It's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Ward. Rolling right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Ward. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. He'll go on 4th down.
Trap 60, 60 Bobcat, 60, Mustang 19 tight, 19 tight. Let go.
They snap it to Ward. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. They bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 12. First down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Out right, Smith-Njigba has it. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pick.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now, faking the give. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. That incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He keeps it himself.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, KC. Batesman for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Chargers 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get it? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hey, smash. Warrior 70.
Throwing is Ward. Exiting the pocket right. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers might have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready? Viking 18.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. He's got it. And he will score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown Chargers. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
That ties the game at 14.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way up to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Back to throw. Escaping to his left. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They left the man wide open downfield. He's got him. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Kansas City. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year.
Is good.
Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Check, smash. Check, ready.
On 1st and 10, Ward. Open man downfield, that's London. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go, check. 70 Timberwolves.
On 1st down, Ward. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. And he will have a 1st down, and they're in the field goal range now at the 30.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Bronco 80. Buffalo 18. Go.
Shotgun snap for Ward. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And he's followed up after a gain of a yard. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers.
On 1st down, it's Ward. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Ward. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss.
Second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7. Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. On the run to the right. Taking off. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Back to throw is Ward. He'll get that one to Taylor. Complete. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
4 yards.
A gain there of 20. And the Chargers have the first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hurt. Here we go. Start. Go.
Give us the middle to Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
60 average. 60. 19 line. Dragon 60. Ready.
Here's Ward. Moving to his right. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Let's crack all 80. Ready.
Throwing on third down, Ward. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they forced fourth down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Chargers will cut the lead down to 4. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. A big hole. Inside the 20. And he will score. Jaden Blue. Touchdown Chiefs. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Chargers 17.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Now, first down throw for Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase.
Brings up a
Third down coming up.
And 10 yards.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Come 19. Come, go.
Now it's Ward. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up a first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
They'll run here with Taylor. A short game down to the center. Now his second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
To throw is Ward. Short throw caught by the tight end, Gray. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Throwing, Ward. Moving outside the pocket, and that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he's not going to get there. They stop them at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd, they need 8. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. A nice throw from the 2nd-round pick. It'll get him a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 84 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
The kicker on for the
Bates
extra
now
point.
for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Let go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Out to his right. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. A great connection there. We're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. It's a big one for the Chargers. 32 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Taylor trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
2 now. Here's second and goal.
Cougar 19, 70,
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
check.
They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air again on second and 10. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Hill look to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Take over first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing is Ward. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go. Ready.
To throw on second down is Ward. The back of the end zone. He's got it. Drake London. Touchdown, L.A. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
back to the air once more on second down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, KC. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Ward. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Hit as he threw it. Pass is incomplete.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end. None of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
Ready. On 2nd down, here's Ward. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
19, ready, 79 Broncos. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down.
3 yards.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and
to the goal line and in. Jamar Chase, a down charge. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's brought this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On the handoff, Blue. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Back to throw. That one needed to come out quickly. It did not. And it is a sack. That's the linebacker, Nick Bolton. In there to drop him as he registers sack number 4 on the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he will score again. Touchdown, Kansas City. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. They'll go for 2. They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he will get into the end zone. And that bumps this up to a 3-score lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
18.
On first down, it's Ward. This one deep downfield for Chase. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's his 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Chargers on first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
On first down, Ward. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold us on 4th down.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Who else another catch for his favorite target.
Number 82.
2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Moving left. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Come on.
Now, first down throw for Ward. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Flush to his right. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Okay, ready? Dragon 6. Get it.
From the gun, here's Ward. Forced to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. As he threw when the pass is incomplete. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're hauled in at the 2. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having it.
That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Now, faking the give. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Chargers will take over at their own 14-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their
Here's
own
1st
14-yard
and
line.
10.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That'll be incomplete. So now we are down to likely just one more play. They'll go up now for 2nd down. One last throw here for Ward. Again, working deep downfield. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column.